up for the Iola Mustangs, number 24, junior, Becca Spray. And next up for your Chanute Blue Comets, number 23, junior, Aaron Prater. And finally for the Iola Mustangs, number 25, senior, Gabby Richards. And finally for your Chanute Blue Comets, number 55, senior, Michaela Schoenberg. The Iola Mustangs are coached by Becky Carlson, assisted by Kelsey Larson and Chris Weed. Your Chanute Blue Comets are coached by Dustin Fox, assisted by Shannon Vogel and Jared Richards.
Welcome to Chanute High School. It's January 30th, 2020. Tonight is homecoming, and the home Chanute Blue Comets will take on the visiting Iola Mustangs. Tonight the Comets will be wearing their home whites with Carolina blue numbering, and then the Iola Mustangs will be wearing their away blues with yellow lettering. Starting for the Mustangs is Gardner, number 1, Morrison, number 4, Halloway, number 13, Sprague, number 24, and Richards, number 25. They're coached by Becky Carlson, Kelsey Larson, and Chris Weed. Starting for the Comets is number 15, Corey Babcock, number 2, J.C. Lewis, number 10, Brianna Wagner, number 13, Madison Craner, and number 55, Michaela Schoenberg. The Comets control the opening tip. Corey Babcock drives, a little move in the lane, puts it up and scores, making it 2-0. Easy 2 points early. Morrison takes the long three-point shot, rebounded by number 13, Holloway. They give it back to Morrison over at the left. Gardner three-point shot missed, but again rebounded by number 4, Morrison. Passes it in to number 24, Sprague, who puts it up and scores 2 points. Here comes Babcock. She drives. Nothing there. Passes it back out to Craner, who drives and gives it to Lewis, who takes the three-point shot, misses it, but is fouled on the three-point shot. That'll be 3 free throws coming up. The foul is on number 1, Gardner. That's her first personal, and that's the first team foul of the game.
Shooting 3 for your Chanute Blue Comets, number 2, J.C. Lewis.
She makes the first. And the second. Here comes the third one. And she drains it. A little bit of pressure by Craner causes the travel on number 1, Gardner. It's a turnover for the Mustangs, and it'll be back to the Comets. Babcock drives and gets a blocking foul called. It's going to be the second team foul. The foul is on number 4, Morrison. That's going to be her first personal. Here to inbounds is Babcock. She gets it out to Wagner at the top. Lewis thinks about the three, instead passes it over to Craner, who gives it up to Wagner. They get the ball to Babcock. Babcock thinks about the three, nothing there. Passes it over to Wagner, who takes the three-point shot, misses it. Fight for the rebound, and it's Rebounded by Craner of the Comets. Wagner thought about the three-point shot and passed it over to Lewis, who gives it into Babcock. She passes it into Michaela. Michaela can't handle it, and it's a turnover by the Comets. Morrison's going to drive, puts a ball up, misses, rebounded by number 15, Babcock. Lewis in the corner fakes the shot, drives in, nothing there. Passes it back out to Babcock, who puts the three-point shot up and makes it. Morrison passes underneath to number 13, Holloway, who can't handle the pass inside. Babcock hits it away, and it goes out off the Phillies. It'll be a Blue Comet basketball. Craner drives and loses control of the ball. It's regained by Lewis, and she gives it back to Craner. Foul is called on the Comets.
In for your Chanute Blue Comets, number 3, Jacelyn Catron.
Morrison drives in and passes it over to 13, Holloway. Morrison gets the ball back. Over to Richards at the top. She can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. Saved by Richards, but throws it into the hands of Corey Babcock. She shows off her handles, takes a three-point shot, and makes it. Babcock got her hand on a pass there. It's regained by Iola. Morrison takes the three-point shot, misses it off the brick, rebounded by Wagner. She's looking to go coast to coast. She drives, puts it up, missed. Fight for the rebound. It goes to Gardner of Iola. Pass is almost stolen by number 3, Catron. Morrison regains it and passes it into 13, Holloway, who takes a shot, misses, but is fouled on the attempt. She'll be shooting free throws. It's on number 10, Brianna Wagner. That's going to be her first personal, and that's a second team foul. She misses the first of 2. Here comes the second one, and she makes it, making it 11-3 in favor of the Comets. Here comes Babcock. She drives underneath, passes it back out to Lewis. Gives it to Craner in the front. She mishandles the dribble, goes off of her foot, fight for the ball. It goes out of bounds off number 4, Morrison, and it'll stay Blue Comet basketball. Babcock loses possession of the ball. Fight for the ball. Jump ball is called. Alternating possession will go to the Mustangs. And in number 13, Holloway passes it out to Gardner. She drives, takes a shot, misses it. Rebounded by number 24, Sprague, who puts it back up. And it's 2 points for the Mustangs. Here comes Craner. Quick moving feet. She drives underneath like Babcock just did. Pass it out to Lewis, who's going to drive across and give it to Bogle. Babcock takes a long three-point shot and makes it. She's averaging 19.8 points per game this season, and she's had a couple of 28-point performances. Good hands by Craner, who gets a hand on the ball. The Mustangs retain possession. Foul's called on the Comets. It's on number 23. Craner, that's going to be her second personal, and the third team foul. Brianna Wagner and Michaela Schoenfer both checking back in for the Comets. Three-point shot by number 4, Kelsey Morrison. She makes it, making it 14-8. Babcock drives, passes it over to Schoenfer, who tries to put it up but is fouled on the attempt. She'll be shooting free throws, and the foul is on number 24, Sprague. That's going to be her first personal and the third team foul. She makes the first of two. Here comes the second one. Misses it, rebounded by the Mustangs. There's a foul on the rebound. Bogle commits it, number 24, Bogle. That's her first personal and the fourth team foul. Pass underneath is hit away by Babcock, but retained by the Mustangs. Number 14, Kunkler makes the shot, and it's 15-10. The Comets turn it over underneath the basket. Up by 5 here with 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Underneath, number 13, Holloway passes it to number 24, Sprague, who takes the shot and misses and makes it. 3-point game now here, closing seconds of the first quarter. Catron passes underneath to Schoenfer, who takes a hook shot, misses it. And here come the Mustangs with the ball, down by 3. Pass underneath to 13 Holloway is taken by Schoenfer. It's Blue Comet basketball, and they'll hold for the final shot of the quarter. Babcock dribbles in and out, takes a 3-point shot, misses it, but rebounded by Catron, who can't handle it. Picked up by Wagner, who misses the putback shot. It's 15-12 at the end of the first quarter. Comets to start with the ball here at the beginning of the second quarter. Up by 3. Babcock has possession. She's going to pass it over to Lewis, who gives it to Shonifer. Shonifer then gives it to Craner. There's a travel, though, turned over by the Comets. It'll be Philly basketball. Morrison thinks about three-point shot, drives on Lewis. She passes it over to number 24, Sprague, and it's now a 1-point lead for the Comets. Babcock drives and passes it to Wagner, who takes a corner three-point shot, misses it. Fight for the rebound. Lewis tries to save it, and she steps out of bounds. It'll be Iola basketball.
In for your Chanute Comets, number 24, Tyler Bogle.
Bogle's going to check in the game here for the Comets. She gets her hand on the ball, but it's taken back by Morrison. Pass over the top to Richards, who gives it to Plumley, who takes the three-point shot, missed, rebounded by Richards. She puts it back up and scores 2, giving the Mustangs their first lead of the game. And Coach Fox wants a timeout, 30 seconds. The Comets are just coming off of their trip to Pittsburgh in the Bill Hanson Memorial Tournament, where they finished 2-1, but took 5th place. They had 2 big wins against Wichita East, which with a score of 51-49, and Blue Valley Northwest, a score of 50-49. Those are both 6A schools. I talked to Coach Fox today to see if there was any momentum he could build off of after those 2 wins, and he said that they were very big. He also stressed the need to turn the Mustangs over. He said if they can't turn the Mustangs over, then they're not going to be able to win, or it's going to be a very close basketball game. Wagner takes the three-point shot. She misses it. Fight for the rebound. Control is gained by Richards, who gives it to Plumley. Plumley passes it in, and Richards gets the ball underneath the basket, goes up and scores, and it's a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Babcock drives, misses the shot, fight for the rebound. Shonifer tried to get it. It's going to be jump ball, alternating possession to the Comets, down by 3. Or alternating possession to the Mustangs, I'm sorry, up by 3. Taylor's going to pass it underneath to 13 Holloway, who takes a shot, puts it up, makes it, and it's a 5-point lead for the Mustangs. Bogle drives and passes it over to Lewis, who takes the corner three-point shot. They need it. She misses it, fight for the rebound. There's a foul on the rebound. Foul's on number 25 of Iola, Gabby Richards. That's going to be her first personal 4-team foul. In for the Comets, number 3, Jacelyn Catron. To inbounds is Corey Babcock. They get Catron open underneath. She puts it up, easy 2 points, and that was a big 2 points, and she brings it in within 3. travel by the Mustangs. She turns the ball over as number 14, Kunkler. She gives the ball to the Comets. In for the Comets, number 4, Morrison, and number 24, Sprague. And in for the Comets, number 2, J.C. Lewis. Babcock drives, nothing there. Pass it back out to Catron, who passes it over to J.C. Lewis in the corner 3. She misses it. Goes out of bounds. Comets were the last one to touch the ball. To be Iola basketball, up by 3. Morrison's going to drive underneath. She gets her shot blocked by 55, Schoenhofer. The Mustangs retain possession. Number 14, Kunkler, takes a 3-point shot and makes it a 6-point lead for the Mustangs. That's the biggest lead they've had in the game. The Comets are going to turn the ball over and give it right back to the Mustangs. Pass to Lewis, can't be handled, and it goes out of bounds. Underneath for Sprague, she makes the shot, 2-point shot, and Coach Fox wants another timeout. It's going to be a full 60-second timeout. All right, after the 60-second timeout, it looks like it's going to be 15 Babcock, 24 Bogle, 55 Schoenhofer, number 3 Catron, and number 2 Lewis. Down by 8 now. The Comets need points and need them fast. Give it into Schoenhofer, who tries to pass it underneath to Bogle, and it's a turnover. That was an ill-advised pass. There was no lane open there. Kunkler passes it over to one Gardner. She picks up her dribble and gives it to Morrison. Gives it back to Kunkler. Passes it across the court to who passes it across the court to Gardner, takes the 3-point shot and makes it. That's an 11-point lead for the Mustangs. Babcock's going to drive. She passes it out to Lewis, who passes it to the top to Bogle, who drives and gives it to Catron. Lewis has the ball again, gives it to Babcock, who takes a long 3, misses it, rebounded by the Mustangs. It goes out of bounds. It goes over the top of the backboard. The Mustangs will inbound the ball now. Kunkler passes it underneath to number 13, Holloway. Holloway puts it up, and it's a 13-point lead for the Mustangs. Pass underneath to Shonifer can't be handled. It's another turnover for the Comets. Number one Gardner for the Mustangs controls the ball now. Number 24, Sprague, drives underneath and puts it in. Pass underneath to Shonifer. Pass underneath to Shonifer is taken away by number 24, Sprague. She travels, though, and it remains with the Comets. And for the Comets is number 11, Brindley Bancroft. And number 3, Lewis. There's a foul on the inbounds pass. It's a turnover for the Comets. The foul is on number 11. That's going to be her first personal and the 15th foul. Pass is tipped away by Babcock. She couldn't keep control of the ball, but good defense there, good effort shown by number 15 of the Comets. Going to stay Iola basketball. Timeout called by the Mustangs. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. They lead by 15. Scratch that will be a 60-second. Out of the timeout, the Mustangs are going to inbounds. In for the Comets, number 2, Lewis, number 15, Babcock, number 10, Wagner, number 11, Bancroft, and number 3, Catron. There's a minute and a half left in this half. Crunker takes three-point shot. Air ball is rebounded by number 15 of the Comets, Corey Babcock. She's going to drive, pass it back out to Lewis. Thinks about the three-point shot. Closed out by Gardner. She drives, working on Gardner. Hook shot up and good. Morrison takes a corner three-point shot, overshoots it, fight for the rebound, and rolls off of Bancroft and out of bounds. It's Iola basketball. Gardner gives the ball over to Morrison. Now to open three-point shot. It's not taken. They'll be holding for the last shot here as there's 15 seconds left to go in the half. Morrison has the ball now. 5 seconds left to go in the half. They've got to do something here with it. Fouled by Wagner with 2.9 seconds left to go in the half. It's going to be Wagner's second personal. It's the sixth team foul. The Mustangs will pass it in. Bogle in for the Comets. She's coming in for number 10, Wagner. Inbounds pass to number 1, Gardner. She takes a shot, misses it. It's 32-19 at halftime, favoring the Iola Mustangs. The Comets trail by 13. They've got a big hill to climb here at the start of the second. They'll get the ball. They need points out of number 15, and they need them fast. Babcock takes a three-point shot at the top and nails it. 32-22. They're going to apply full court pressure here. Difficulty getting the ball in. Gets it into Morrison, who gets it back to Gardner. Gets it back to Morrison. Haven't gotten it across the timeline yet. Timeout called by the Mustangs. There's about to be a 10-second call. She had to call a 30-second timeout. All right, the Phillies will pass the ball in. Looks like Morrison's going to pass it in. She's going to pass it in to number 14, Kunkler. Gardner has the ball. She gets it to Kunkler in the corner. Passes it across to Morrison. Morrison drives underneath, fouled by Craner. It's going to be Craner's third personal foul and the first team foul of the half.
Now call number 23, Madison Rickner. Third personal, first team foul.
Morrison has it, who gives it to Kunkler. The top gives it back to Gardner. Comet defense playing good. Babcock gets in between a pass. She drives and makes the layup, 24-32. There's a delay warning called on the Comets as Babcock rolled the ball. Number 24, Sprague, loses the ball. She fouls number 23, Craner. That's going to be Sprague's second personal, and that's going to be the first team foul for the Mustangs of the half.
Foul was called for number 24, Becky Sprague, her second personal, first team foul.
Babcock drives and gets it over to Catron. She gets it to Wagner back in the corner, who puts it up to Babcock. She puts the ball up and gets blocked. Rebounded by the Phillies. Morrison drives and is fouled by number 55, Shonifer. She's going to get the and one attempt here in a few seconds. It's going to be Shonifer's first personal and the second team foul.
First personal, second team foul. Shooting one for the Phillies, number 4, Kelsey Morrison.
Here comes the attempt. She makes it, making it 35-24. Babcock drives, misses the shot, rebounded by number 1 of the Mustangs. There was a travel, but it wasn't called by the officials. Morrison takes a corner shot, makes it. That was a three-point basket, 24-27, or 37. Lewis drives in, passes it to Wagner, who tries to get it back to Babcock. Good defense by Kunkel. She gets a hand on the pass. Lewis has it, drives in, nowhere to go. Here comes Babcock. Babcock thinks about three-point shot, decides against it, gives it up to Craner. Craner drives underneath, steps out of bounds, turnover by the Comets. It's going to be Philly basketball. Easy feed underneath to number 13, Holloway. The shot's missed. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Mustangs. It'll be Blue Comet basketball. In for the Phillies, number 10, Josie Plumley. Babcock takes a long three-point shot. It's missed. Rebounded by number 4, Morrison of the Mustangs. She's going to take the ball, fouled by 15 Babcock. That's going to be her her first personal foul of the game. Third team foul of the half. Corey's going to take his seat here, and in for her is number 24, Tyra Bogle. Pass inside to number 24 is mishandled, taken by the Comets. Number 10, Lewis, gets fouled by number 4, Morrison. That's going to be her second personal and the second team foul. It's Comet basketball. Pass it over to Lewis in the corner, takes corner three and drains it, 37-27. Within 10 here, the Comets might press. They decide against it. Craner gets her hand in a passing lane. It's taken away by number 24. It's taken away by number 24, Sprague. A late travel call is called, and it's Blue Comet basketball, turnover Mustangs. Babcock drives, gets it over to Bogle. Bogle takes a three-point shot, misses it. Fight for the rebound. It's gained by Richards of the Mustangs. Kunkel thought about a corner shot, decides against it. Pass is deflected by Craner. The Mustangs retain possession. Babcock tries to jump into a passing lane. It's not there. Plumley has the ball in the corner, gives it to Morrison. Morrison has the ball, dribbles it across. Pass it to Kunkel in the corner, who's got an open three, decides against it. Pass it into Richard. Richard drives. Puts the ball up, misses, but gets her own rebound. And it's out of bounds off of the Mustangs. In for the Comets, number 55, Michaela Schoenifer. She's coming in for number 3, Jacelyn Catron. Comets down by 10 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Craner fakes the three-point shot, drives, gives it over to Lewis. Lewis takes the three-point shot and makes it 30-37. The Comets are within 7 now. That's as close as they've been since the midway point of the second quarter. The Mustangs beat the press very quickly. Morrison drives, gives it underneath to number 13, who gives it out to Kunkel. Kunkel takes the three-point shot and makes it. It's a 10-point lead again for the Mustangs. Underneath, Kramer drives, puts up the layup, makes the shot for 32-40. Richards has it in the middle. They pass it across to Morrison, who gives it to Kunkel. Kunkel in the corner, tries to pass it underneath to number 13, Holloway. The pass is deflected by number 24, Bogle. Wagner's going to come, number 10, Brianna Wagner's going to come in for Bogle. And it's Iola Mustang basketball here with up by 8. 1:22 left to go in the third quarter. Passes into Morrison. Morrison has an open three-point shot. She takes it, misses it, rebounded by number 10, Wagner. Babcock pulls up from just beyond the logo. She scores, making it 35-40. It's a 5-point game. Here comes Morrison. Morrison drives underneath, puts it up, makes it, giving the stretching the lead back. Here comes Babcock feeling herself. She passes it over to Michaela. Michaela can't handle the ball, gives it to Kunkel. Pass it over to Babcock, active hand. She gets a hand on the ball, but regained by Kunkel. It's now a 7-point game. The Comets have made it a little bit interesting, bringing the crowd back into it. This is a large homecoming crowd, and if they can get them into the game, it'll be a much different story here. Kunkel drives. Her shot's blocked, but she's fouled. It didn't look like a foul to me. It was all ball. It's going to be a foul on Craner, number 23. That's going to be her fourth personal foul. And number 14, it wasn't a shooting foul. It was on the ground. Looks like they'll be passing it in. That's going to be the fourth team foul. Brindley Bancroft's checking in for Craner. Inbounds pass to Gardner. Gardner thinks about three-point shot, decides against it, drives in, gives it up to number 24. Takes shot, missed, rebounded by Schoenhofer. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. Babcock's going to take a three-point shot from just past the Comet logo. There's nothing there. She airballs it, and the Comets go into the fourth quarter down by 7. Coming here into the fourth quarter, the Comets had an uphill battle that still remains. However, the deficit has been cut in half. They're down by 7 now. The Blue Comet crowd's trying to will the Comets to play some good defense here. Morrison's guarded by Wagner, close guarding. The Mustangs look content to take as long as possible here. Gives it over to Kunkel, who's going to try to get it in to 24. Decides against it, passes it back out to Gardner. Gardner drives, takes shot, blocked by Michaela Schoenhofer. Foul's called on the floor. It's on number 1, Gardner of Iola. That's going to be her second personal and the third team foul to be Blue Comet basketball. Babcock cuts in the middle of the lane. She puts up a shot. Miss it. Rebounded by Michaela. Michaela puts it back up and makes it. It's a 5-point game. The Comets are going to press. Pass inbounds is hit away. It's going to stay with the Mustangs, but it's hit away by number 10, Wagner. Inbounds to Kunkler. Kunkler gets the ball open. She looks to drive, passes or backs off. Hands on the ball there by Lewis. Here's Morrison guarded by Babcock. Pass into 23, pass back out to Morrison. Morrison takes a long 2-point shot and makes it. 44-37. It's a 7-point lead for the Comets. Babcock's going to take the 3-point shot right coming down. She makes it 40-44. With the Comets are within 4. It's 2-possession ball game. They're going to press. They're going to play defense here. They give it to Morrison in the corner. Morrison's about to get trapped. She dribbles out of the corner wisely and gives it over to Gardner. Hands on the ball. Michaela Schoenhofer knocks the ball away. It looks like it's a backcourt violation. It's going to go with the Mustangs, and the Blue Comet pro Blue Comet crowd is against that call. They try to get it into Kunkler. It's not there. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Mustangs. It's going to be Comet basketball down by 4. Inbounds to Babcock. 6 minutes left to go in the game. The Comets are down by 4, 40-44. They've been down by as many as 15 in this game. Drives underneath by Bogle. Bogle passes it over to Lewis. The shot's in and out. That would have ignited this Blue Comet crowd. Nonetheless, it's rebounded by the Iola Mustangs. Number 1, Gardner. Pass over to Morrison is deflected by Babcock. She is able to regain possession. Underneath the Kunkler, her shot is missed. There's a rebound, and it goes off of the Mustangs, and it's Blue Comet basketball. Here comes Corey Babcock. Corey drives, stops, puts up the shot, missed, rebounded by the Mustangs, number 24. Foul on the rebound by Brianna Wagner. She got everything out of that foul. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. And it's going to be Mustang basketball. Timeout called by the Mustangs. It's going to be a 30-second, full 60-second timeout. Coming out of the timeout, the Comets are down by 4. They have the ball. The Mustangs will have the ball. They'll inbound. Inbounded to number 24. Comets playing press now. Hands on the ball by Babcock. Gives it to number 4, Morrison. It goes out of bounds off of the Iola Mustangs. This is Blue Comet basketball. This full court press Coach Dustin Fox has gotten himself into is causing turnovers. Pass it into Babcock. Babcock drives in, passes it out to Wagner. Wagner takes a three-point shot. She makes it, and it brings the Comets within 1. The Comets are going to stay in their press. They get it into Kunckler. Pass it back over to Kunckler, and it's back across the timeline. The Comets are now within 1, 43-44. They were down by as much as 17 points here in this game, and this Blue Comet crowd is into the game now. Pass is mishandled, and Babcock has the ball, down by 1. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Babcock drive, puts it up. Shot is missed. Gardner, number 1, has the ball, but good defensive play by Babcock. It goes out of bounds on her, but it's Iola basketball. Passes in. Foul on number 10, Wagner. That's going to be the 6th team foul in her her 4th personal. She's going to come out, and in for her is going to be number 3, Jacelyn Catron.
In for the Blue Comets, number 3, Jacelyn Catron.
Mustang basketball. Up by 1. Pass it over to Morrison. Morrison's going to drive. Dribbles around Chanute. Chanute, she takes a shot, extends the lead to 3. Babcock drive, pass it out to Catron. Catron dribbles around, gets it underneath to Chanute. Chanute goes up and scores 45-46. Comets are getting their hands in passing lane. Gets it underneath to number 13, Holloway. Holloway's going to shoot another and 1. There's a foul on the shot.
Kept the puck in foul. Number 13, Lauren Holloway should be shooting 1.
The foul is on number 24, Tyra Bogle. That's going to be Bogle's 2nd personal foul, and that's a 17 foul. The Mustangs are in the bonus now, up by 3. The N1 attempts missed. Fight for the rebound. It was going to go out of bounds off the Mustangs, but Madison Craner tried to save it, and it's Iola basketball. Pass underneath to number 24, Sprouse. She tries to take the shot, missed, blocked by Chanute, but there's a foul on the play, and she'll be shooting 2. Number 55, Chanute. That's going to be her second. That's going to be her 2nd personal, and that's going to be the 8th team foul. First one's up and off the backboard. It's no good. The lead stays with 3. Here comes the second one. And it's missed. Rebounded by Babcock of the Comets, down by 3. 2 minutes left, or 2 minutes 50 seconds left in the game. Here comes Babcock and the Comets. Foul called on the Mustangs. On number 14, Kunkler. That's going to be her first personal, and that's fourth team foul. Babcock inbounds it to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive, sides against it, pass it out, back out to Babcock, and gives it to Lewis. Timeout. Coach Fox of the Comets. It's going to be a full 60 seconds timeout. The Comets were down by as much as 15. The lead has been cut to 3, 48-45, 2:42 left. They have the ball coming out of this timeout. She's going to pass it into Lewis. He gives it back to Babcock. Corey drives, pass it back out to JC. JC takes about a three-point shot. Decides against it. She takes a shot. It's fouled on the shot. It wasn't called. Foul called on the Blue Comets. Fouls on number 55, Michaela Schonefer. That's going to be her third personal, and that's a 9th-team foul. The Mustangs will be shooting 1-1. First one's missed, rebounded by the Comets, down by 3 still. Here comes Corey Babcock. She takes the long 3, looking to tie it up. It's missed off the top of the rim, rebounded by number 1, Gardner of the Mustangs, fouled by number 15, Babcock. That's the 10th team foul. That puts them in double bonus, and that's Babcock's second personal. She misses the first one. Coming in for the Blue Comets, number 10, Brianna Wagner. Looks like an offensive threat. Second one's made, giving the Mustangs a 4-point lead over the Blue Comets. Lewis thinks about driving. It's not there. Gives it over to Babcock. Babcock does drive. Foul called. Foul called on number 14, Kunkler. That's going to be her second personal and the 5th-team foul. Babcock's going to be shooting a 1-and-1 here. Shooting 2. It was a shooting foul. My apologies. First one up, she misses it. Coming in for the Comets, number 24, Tyra Bogle, in for Brianna Wagner. This is a big free throw here. She shoots it. She makes it, bringing the Comets within 3, 1:58 left in the game. Comets are going to press. They've had a lot of success in this half. Coming in for the Comets, number 3, Jacelyn Catron. In for number 23, Madison Craner. Kunkler gets the ball. She's trapped in the corner. Gets it back over to Gardner. Gardner gets trapped. Hands on the ball by number 3, Catron. Morrison has the ball. She loses it. She's on the ground. It's a jump ball. Possession goes to the Comets. It's a jump ball. The refs are having a difficult time making up their mind. And it's Blue Comet basketball. Here comes Babcock. She's going to drive underneath. Gives it over to Chanute. Foul called on number 24 of the Mustangs. That's Sprague. That's going to be her third personal. 6th team foul, and the Comets will be inbounding. So far, the Comets have been able to come close to the Mustangs, but they haven't been able to get over the hump. A three-point shot here would tie the game at 49 apiece. Again, the Mustangs have led by as many as 15 points in this game. Timeout called by Coach Fox of the Comets. It's his 30-second timeout. Here come the Comets down by 3. 1:34 left in the game. Babcock gets the ball hit away from her. She's able to put it on the ground, dribble it. She's losing the ball. She keeps it. Tries to pass it over to Lewis. The ball is taken away by Gardner. Comets don't have time to set up their press. Gets it to Morrison. She gets across the timeline. She drives. A bit of a flop there by Morrison. She puts the ball up and she misses it. It's 46-49. Here comes Babcock. She gives it into Craner, who drives in, goes up with the ball, misses it, fight for the rebound. It's off of the Comets. That should be Comet basketball, off of the Mustangs. Instead, it's a Iola Mustang basketball off of the Comets. Here comes number 24, Tyra Bogle, number 3, Jacelyn Catron. It looks like Coach Fox is doing a defense for offense here. He's putting in his defensive lineup. Inbounding the ball. Here comes that Blue Comet crowd. They get Morrison trapped in the corner, who gets it back out to Gardner. They get across timeline to Richard. Richard's going to run with it. She misses the rebound. She misses it. Rebounded by number 13. She goes up with it, but's fouled by number 3, Catron. That's going to be Jacelyn's first personal foul. Shooting 2. Makes the first one. It's a 4-point game now, 40.4 seconds left in the basketball game. One more shot here. Four-point game. Here's the second one. It's up. She misses it. Fight for the rebound. The Comets get it. Babcock has the ball, down by 4, 38 seconds and counting. She shoots the 3-point shot. She misses it. Rebounded by Kunkler of the Mustangs. They're trying to foul. They can't foul. They foul Morrison. 26.2 seconds left. It's foul on number 10, Wagner. That's her 5th, and she's fouled out of the basketball game. Coming in for the Comets, number 24, Tyra Bogle. She misses the first of 2 shots here. Up by 4 are the Mustangs. Here comes the second one. She makes that one. It's a 5-point lead now for the Mustangs. They're rolling the ball in order to stop as much or use up as much time getting down the court. Babcock's fouled on the drive in. She's going to be shooting 2. Fouls on number 13. That's Lauren Holloway. That's going to be her first personal, and that's a 17 foul. The Comets are in the bonus now. 22.9 seconds left. They will be shooting 1-1 from here on out. Here's the first of 2. She shoots it. She makes it. These are big, big free throws here to get the Comets within 3 without any time coming off of the clock. Look for the Comets to press here after this. She makes it, and it brings the Comets within 3, 51-48. The Comets will press. 22.9 seconds left. Comets down by 3, pressing, trying to not allow the Mustangs to get the ball in. The ball's hit away. The ball's hit away. It's Blue Comet basketball. Tyra Bogle gets the ball. Dustin Fox smartly calls a timeout. It's going to be timeout Comets. 19 seconds left and 60 seconds and a 60-second timeout for the Comets. They're ready to watch the Blue Comets and the Mustangs. The final 19 seconds, the Mustangs are up on the Comets by 3, but the Blue Comets, after Corey Babcock's 2 free throws, stole the ball away from them, and Coach Fox called a timeout. They'll be inbounding here on their side of the court. Babcock gets the ball into Bogle. Bogle's got the ball now. She's going to give it back to Babcock, who passes it over to Craner. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. Craner drives underneath, gives it to Babcock. Babcock takes a corner 3. She misses it. She misses it. Foul on Babcock. That's going to be her 3rd personal. She fouled number 24, Sprague. She's going to be shooting 2. Sprague has got to miss these 2 free throws if the Comets even want to tie. The Iola Mustang fans are on their feet as they believe they have this game won. This is the loudest this gym has been in a long time. She misses the first one. It goes off the rim. If she misses the second one, the Comets stay within reach. Very loud atmosphere here. She misses the second one, but it's rebounded by the Mustangs. Jump ball called, alternating possession to the Comets. It's Blue Comet basketball, 5 seconds left. The Mustangs are going to press to try to make it as long as possible down the court. They inbounds the ball to Babcock. Babcock dribbles around, tries to get it across the half-court line. She's fouled! She's fouled! It's not called, but she's fouled! It's not called, but she's fouled! She's fouled on the last second shot. There's no foul called, and the game's over 51-48.